In this video, I'm going to show you how to create 40-ounce digital tumbler wraps, as you can see here, using MyDesigns. That includes all of the files, including the tapered files, the straight files, all of the mock-ups, and we'll do it quicker and faster than you could possibly do it anywhere else. And we'll do this using MyDesigns. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to go with a flower example as our base just to show you how to do this very quickly. So I'm going to kind of go with this style. I like this. That's sunflowers to start with, but we'll scale it to other flowers. So let's go over to MyDesigns. If you don't have an account, you can sign up. The starter plan will enable you to do all this. The very first things, I'm going to go to the listings page here. At the top, we want to create a folder, and it's very important that you follow this directly because we want to use the exact collection I built for you guys to make this very seamless. So click on the folder up here. Now, no matter where you're at, it doesn't really matter. You can create a folder and then name it. I'm under this Tumbler Wraps demo folder. I'm going to create a new one and just say 40-ounce tumblers. I'll just say demo again. And this is important. So under template type, go to Save Templates and click the drop down. You'll see this 40-ounce tumbler wraps. This is the template you want to select for your folder. So it'll give us the proper file slot structure and data structure for Etsy. So click Add New Folder. Now from here, just click into it and then click Open Folder. So that's it. So let's go over to Dream AI. We're going to use Recraft version 3. Under Style, we're going to use this illustration seamless PNG style because we want those wraps to be seamless around the tumbler. So these are examples I was generating earlier, and it's really, really cool. So here's the prompt here. I will share this in the description of the video too. But you can also find it in our public gallery because I'll make these public. In fact, I'll just do that right now so that you can find it. But I like this Recraft style because it actually creates a truly seamless wrap. So like meaning this edge here will connect to this edge. So when it wraps around your tumbler, you're good to go. But I think this turned out really well, this general prompt. So what I'm going to do is grab it. You can see the prompt here. And I'm going to scale it out to, let's just say 5 other, we'll just do 4. Let's go. Scale this. I'm going over to the MyDesigns GPT, by the way. This is a GPT I set up. I'll link it in the description of this video. But it helps you scale prompts properly in the right format that you can place right into Dream AI to then generate images in bulk. So you don't have to waste a lot of time. 4 more flower types. I'm going to say 4 more popular. So let's do that. And let's see what happens. So this is getting roses, you can see here. And it'll update the prompt accordingly. So this one's for sunflowers. If you look through it, it'll have like golden petals, dark centers, etc. Now go down to roses, you can see soft pink. There's different, it actually adjusts the whole prompt, which is really cool. So we got 4 other types. So what I'm going to do is take these. You can see that they're formatted by a line break in between each. So I'm going to copy these. Go over to Dream AI. I already have that illustration seamless style using Recraft version 3. I'm generating 4 images. Now for the top, because the tumbler wraps, there's 2 files of these ones. There's the top file, which is bigger, and there's the bottom file, which is smaller. So what I'm going to do is actually generate top first. So I think the 16:9 seems to be the best aspect ratio for that. So I'm going to put these prompts in here and toggle on parallel prompts. And just like that, you see that's going to generate 4 images across 4 different prompts. So we'll let that run. Shouldn't take too long, as you can see here. And then we'll start saving them over to our collection, our listings page. And then we'll create the bottoms and save them to the same listing. And then we'll get to the exciting stuff. All right, so these are all done. Let me scroll down to the roses. This is the first one. These look really good, actually. Let's go down a little further. I'm going to take some of these sunflower ones too, probably, and save those because why not? Let's go. Maybe I want a total of maybe 4 listings. So I'm just going to go here and we'll pick the best one from each of these. So these are all good. These rose ones look really good. This one has 2. We'll go here and just move on. We'll grab this one. And by the way, these are all seamless, which is great. And we'll grab here. How many is that? 4? So we'll do that. We'll leave this one. So we'll go with these 4. And I'm going to save. And you can leave all of the settings to the exact as this. So the collection slot would be top. That's where you want to save this because this is for the top. And what we want to do now is go through and also do the same generations once more. I'm going to copy paste all of these over. And we're going to actually change the resolution to 2:1, which is better for the bottom. Now you can still use the same image for top and bottom if you wanted, but I'm going to use a separate but similar image. So let's go ahead and generate some more of these. So that shouldn't take too long. These are just, they're a lot wider and the top is not as high. So we'll let those process real quick, then we'll continue moving on. Okay, so those are done. I'm actually going to go down to the sunflower one first because we did save one of those. And I did save, yeah, you see here, these ones are the same general aspect ratio. So I'm going to grab this one. And you're going to want to save these one by one just because that allows you to save it to the same listing but into a different file slot. So go up here and save. And now under the collection, or under save mode, you want to change this to save to existing listing. And then let's find that sunflower one. We probably should make the preview here bigger, but select that. Now the file slot, this would be bottom. That way we got the top image and the bottom image. So click save, yes. And then we could go through and do that for each of these. So this is the roses one. We'll just pick, whoops, we got to go up above, sorry. Let's go back to the top. Here we go. So again, I'll get this one here, save this to an existing listing. Look for the rose. It looks like it's this one here. Again, bottom. And by the way, if it's not accurate, you can kind of just drag and drop on the listings page after. But let's save that. Let's go down and we'll grab maybe this one here. And I think that is this one. And we will just save that to the bottom file slot. And one more. It was this one here. So grab here, save to existing listing. Should be this one. And we'll go bottom. And that's it. So once those are done, you can see it's successful. Let's go over to the listings page in the left menu. Make this bigger so you can see the menu here. And there you go. So this is the top image, which we're going to modify for the top. And this is the bottom image, which we're going to modify for the bottom. But the very first thing we want to do is actually upscale these. So I'm going to go select all four. And this is what's amazing about MyDesigns. So if you prepared 24, 48 listings, or even 120 if you're on a Pro Plus plan, if you prepared them all with these two files, you can do everything I'm showing you now in bulk incredibly fast. So you can just automate everything. So let's first go upscale these images. So I'm going to go image, upscale image. Input file would be this top file. That's what we want. And the output file for the upscale, we just want to replace it. So that way it replaces the same file. So just do that and then hit upscale. And yes, upscale image, it costs credits, so that is processing. Now I'm going to do it again for this bottom image here. So let's go image, upscale image, let's change this to bottom, and let's change this to bottom. We want to override it. So leave these default settings as 4x upscale, which is great. That's the most we offer. So just upscale image. And then what we will do next, once this upscaling is done, is open up Canvas in bulk very quickly, fit these to width, and then center them in the middle, align them in the middle, so that way they're still seamless, but they are set up for the right pixels, the right dimensions for these 40-ounce tumbler wraps. All right, so that is done. So I'm going back to the top image. So let's go to Canvas. Again, you have all four selected. Up here, you'll see Canvas. Click that. And from here, you'll go to templates and you want to go custom size. We're going to create the top of this tumbler wrap first. So the size will be 3,900 pixels on the width and the height will be 1,740 pixels. So click create. Now you have your blank canvas here. You can see it for all four of these listings. Go over to add listing files next. Take that top file, it's named top, and add to all. So now what we want to do here is fit the width and then align this in the middle so that way this seamlessly still wraps around the tumbler. So go to position. With the image selected, click position, and then click this fit width, and then go align middle, and you're perfectly good to go. As you can see on these other ones, that is not applied, but what's great about MyDesigns, you can do this for everything, is once you have this first image set up the right way, you can right click on it and click sync, and you can see it applies that to these exact same settings. So we're good to go. Now we need to save this. So click save. And again, from the output file slot, we're going to go back to top. This is where we want to save it. We're going to overwrite the original top because this is the actual proper size now and the final image we need to finish up the rest of this. So click save and let that process. And while that's happening, I'm going to go back to Canvas and we'll create the bottom version of this tumbler. So go Canvas. Go templates, go custom size just like we did. But the dimensions for the bottom part are going to be 3,150 pixels on the width, by 1110 pixels on the height. So you click create. Again, you have all 4 of these for all 4 listings. Go add listing file. This time for the input file, you're going to change that to bottom because we're working with creating that bottom tumbler rep. Click add to all. And from here, go to position. Same thing, fit width, go middle. This is, of course, if you're applying, the seamless style here. And then right click and sync that so that we have that for all of these. All right, that's done. So now let's go save. The output will be bottom. We'll overwrite that original image. Click save and click yes. Overwrite all files. And once you have the final files here, you can see 3900 by 1740 pixels, 300 ppi. Same thing here. So this is the bottom and this is the top. Now once you have these, the rest of this is really automated. So let me show you where the fun begins. So now we got our files. The next thing, I already created custom mockup profiles for you. They're through the mockup system, but we actually create the wrap files for you, and then we'll create the mockup. So it's a 2-step process. So first things first, select all, go to mockups, go to image mockups, and go up to load profile. And you'll see under public profiles, there is this 40-oz tumbler wrap in the parentheses files. You want to do this one first because you want to create all the different files. Now, if you followed my exact steps, you applied the right template to your collection when you created it, then everything will be set up right. You can see the input files are correct, the output files are correct, so you can literally just load that, click generate, and I'll show you that. What that is doing now is creating the wrap files, and there's a bunch of them. There's 6 different files because the top has a straight version and a distressed version. The bottom has the straight version and the straight distressed version, and then it has the tapered versions as well. So I'll show you what I mean when these are done. You can see it's almost ready. There you go. So this is the top straight file. This is the one you're going to be selling. And then you got the top straight distressed right here. See the bottom here? It's actually distressed on all of these. It looks great. That's transparency behind it. So it'll reflect the color of the tumbler. This would be the bottom straight. You can see about the name of this, bottom straight distressed. So you see that the top of it will fit into the other. And then bottom tapered. See, that's creating the actual tapered file for you. And the bottom tapered with that distressed version. So there's a lot of files. So when you go to sell these, it's going to be this file here, onward. And then these are going to be your mockups. So now at this point, we can actually go generate our mockups. So go to mockups, go to image mockups. Same thing we just did. Go load profile. And this is so amazing because we already generated all the wrap files that are used to create the mockups. You can click this top one, the 40-oz tumbler wrap mockups. Everything's preloaded for you. Just click generate mockups. You don't have to worry about anything. It's going to take all the right input files here and put them in all the right output files with the right settings. And that shouldn't take too long. Then we'll have our mockups ready. Once we get to that point, we can generate a video mockup because why not? And then we will go publish these to Etsy. Well, we'll generate the data and then publish them. But I'll show you that in just a moment here. All right, that's already done. So let's double click on these so you can check these out. So this is going to be the straight file. No distressed or anything. These look great. Let's go over one more. This one's the distressed version, showing a white tumbler behind it. And this is just a single straight one. And that's the distressed version. I believe this one might be the tapered version. And then just more of a flat laid distressed. So you got some really beautiful mockups there. So at this point, you can see how easy that is. Once you do this once or twice, it's going to be incredibly easy for you. So let's go generate a video mockup now that we have our actual mockups. So go back to mockups, video mockups, and don't select any of these files. You don't want to include those in your video, but you want to select your mockups. In the order that you select these in, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll create this slideshow for your video mockup. So maybe what I will do is let's go here, get this one, and we'll go back like this. You can do this however you see fit, and you can also generate a preview, but I'm just going to leave it as is. And I'm going to save the video mockup to the video mockup file slot. So just let generate. That shouldn't take too long. And then we'll preview it and move on to the next step. All right, so the videos are done. If I click on one of these, let's just go here and click on preview. What it does is transitions through your mockups, gives you that video mockup, which is fantastic for Etsy, as they do give you a slight boost in the rankings. So there you go. Now let me switch back to list view up here so we can get our title, description, and tags. I think the best thing here is we'll use Vision AI to generate titles, tags, and description. And then I'll append a pre-made description I have here, which I'll share in the description of the video. But this way it covers, it shows you file types that are available. And you're offering everything. You're offering distressed versions, straight versions. Like, people are going to love this because no matter what style they want, they get both. They get the best of both worlds. They get the tapered straight version. They get the distressed versions as well. So with that being said, I'm going to append this description at the end once we run Vision AI. And Vision AI is our technology that scans your design with some instructions and writes your titles, descriptions, and tags for you, optimized for Etsy or Shopify, wherever you're selling. So up here, you'll see Vision AI. Click it. Now, you could feed it really any of these. I think the best thing to do would probably be to feed it one of these tumbler wrap mockups. So let's do that. And I'm going to change the product type to other. This is really important. I think you should do the same. And just say 40-ounce tumbler wrap. And it should understand enough from there. So let's generate title, description, and tags. And custom instructions is really powerful if you want to use this. You could basically tell it more information about what these are. So if you wanted to have a certain structure in your title or to include certain keywords, you could do all that here, but I'm just going to leave it as is with this and see how it does. So let's hit generate listing data. And what Vision AI is going to do in this case is scan this mockup, because that's the input file I gave it, with the instructions I gave it, and write the titles, descriptions, and tags, as you can see. So title, let's read this. Sunflower tumbler wrap, 40-ounce tumbler cover, blue floral pattern, summer tumbler sleeve, reusable drink accessory, sunflower gift idea. Not bad. Floral orchid, so you can see it's getting the type of flower perfectly. This is great. Now, if it's not perfect, you can rerun that and give it more custom instructions. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with it. It looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take this description and I just copy it. Control-C and go edit. Up here, go edit in bulk and go change this to description. That's the field we're editing. And to choose the action, I'm going to go add to end. Click into here and add a few enters, then click to get a few spaces. That way you can see the preview here. You have a space here, and then we got the rest of this all here. So just apply that, and it'll apply to all 4 of these listings, or if you do it in bulk, it'll apply to all of them. And there you go. So I think that's good enough. So from here, we're good to publish these. So let's do that. Let's go to publish. I'm on our demo account, and if you connected your Etsy shop, if you went to settings, connected it, you'll see it under digital and print on demand. This is digital, so choose an Etsy. And this is really important. You're selecting the publishing mode. You're going to select files to sell because you're not converting anything. The files are already ready, so just select this option. Just uncheck these two. What you want is the top straight distressed, bottom straight distressed, the bottom tapered file, and the bottom tapered distressed file. So it's 6 different files here that you're selling. Select all of those, and that is it. You're selecting on this step the files that you are selling to your customer, the files they will receive. So let's go next step. Now this is the mockup page. You don't want these files here, so uncheck those. You do have, it looks like it has all the mockups selected, including the video mockup. So you can drag and drop these. So if we wanted to move the positioning of these to primary and whatnot, you could do that. Maybe I will leave this distressed one as primary because it looks better. And you could toggle through. You can see we have multiple listings here, right? So I would just leave that as is. And let's go down. You could add a watermark too, which will add a watermark over all of your mockups just based off text. I'm going to not do that, but you can do it if you wish. We go next step. This is, again, selling file. It tells you what files you're selling. Get a preview of all those. And again, across each listing here. So this is really cool. So got titles, descriptions, tags, everything's ready to go. Down here for price, you got to enter that. I'm just going to go $2.95 or $2.98, or let's do $2.99, and bulk quantity $9.99. I'm editing this in bulk to apply across all 4 listings so that I don't have to do that manually. So we're good to go. From here, we can go to the next step. And this is just a preview. You got your platform, Etsy, the store. If you have multiple shops connected, you could choose them here. And then the category, obviously digital, I could leave it there, or I could change it to a different category, but this is fine for now. And then preview. So you got your title, the price, the quantity, your description, the tags here along with the mockups. Looks really good. And that is it. So from here, we just click publish. MyDesigns takes care of the rest. It'll create a PDF for you that has a download link. That's what your customer is going to receive when they purchase these products on Etsy. So they'll download that PDF, open it, click on the download link. It'll take them to a page that downloads all 6 of these files for them seamlessly. But that's it. So once these are done publishing, maybe what I'll do is go over to the Etsy side and show you what that looks like. So it's almost done. All right, it's already done. So my dashboard, let me refresh. This is our demo shop. Go to listings. Go to draft. It's going to have some other stuff in here. I'm not sure where these are from, but you can see ours are right here. These are great. Got the video included, everything. So let me open one of these up. Let me go to edit so you can see what this looks like for the customer. You got the download.pdf here. This is what it is. So they download this PDF file and open it. Eventually you'll be able to brand this in the future, but it's just this PDF file and they get this little download link. So if I click this, it takes them to a non-branded page. And it downloads this the zip file. Let me pull this over to your screen. You see that we got all of our files here ready to go. This will be like that tapered distressed version. We'll just click through each of these real quick. The normal tapered version, not distressed. And then this is, I think the bottom, I should say bottom straight file right here. Yep. And let's see. That's the bottom straight distressed at the top. Looks really good. This will be the top distressed file. You can see by the name. And you can see at the bottom there, distress, so it comes together nicely. And of course, the last one, the top straight file. And there you go. And again, these are also seamless files like we mentioned because we used the Recraft version 3. But that is how you can generate 40-ounce tumbler wraps, create everything in bulk, do it perfectly, mock-ups included, data included, of course, all the wrap files included. So if you have questions, let me know by leaving a comment below. This video ended up being kind of long, but I think you'll really value this. You go through this process once or twice. It's incredibly easy. Now, the same amount of time we basically put into this, you could do it with 48 listings or 120, depending on your plan at MyDesigns. But yeah, it's easy. So again, if you have other digital product types you would like to see us create assets for to automate more of your workflow, especially for Etsy, let us know. Let me know by leaving a comment below. But that is it for this video. Enjoy. We'll talk soon.